Hey guys, so it is Wednesday, April 2nd, April 3rd. It's a cloudy day here in the Waikato. I'm in Te Awamutu, New Zealand, and we got a call about a failed oak that we got to remove, and it is this guy right here. So she's pretty decent size. And you can see this whole thing broke out at some point a while ago. All the leaves are dead on it, so it's been here for a little bit, but smashed the backside of this lady's garden, it looks like. Thrashed a bunch of things, a bunch of branches going in there. I'll give you a view from around the way here. We've got 3 days for this job. I don't know if I actually might not be on it for the whole job. I think I'm just filling in for one of the guys that wasn't able to be here today. But yeah, so you can see this guy here snapped out and it broke a bunch of branches on the way down. You can see that big hole left in the canopy. But yeah, that kind of main union, it split out and snapped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 branches on the way down. So kind of reminds me of something that fell out of the ugly tree and broke every branch on the way down. But yeah, so we have 3 days for this. We have the mini digger. They're gonna have our project manager is gonna drop off a chipper so we can process a bunch of this stuff. We're dumping somewhere on site, so it'll be close. But there's really nothing to avoid. Everything's gonna come down real big. So it's me and Mikey today, and we'll probably trade off. One guy will climb, one guy will run the digger, next guy will climb, and that guy runs the digger. So that's most likely what it's gonna be. But yeah, pretty much all this stuff here is just gonna bomb down right in there. Yeah, we'll probably be able to just swing it and not hit most of that stuff. So it should be a fun day. Hopefully the rain stays off. We'll see how that goes. But it is New Zealand. It rains about every 5 minutes in the wet season. So but yeah, it'll be a good day. we are up in the top of this thing. We're gonna go get a high point there, drop down and start taking a bunch of these limbs here and see how much we get done in a day. There's a couple of limbs in there. We don't want to break them, so we might have to rig them, which is all well and good. Be a good time. All right, high point. Head on down. Work from the bottom up to the top. That's a rotted spot, eh? Ugly. That stuff. Now, take this guy. Oh. Living the dream, as always. Get Mikey and the digger down there. Hey, see him? He's doing a good job. This 500 is heavy. Yeah, I think I'll swap the saw out, bro. I'll take my 2-1. Maybe I'll maybe just make a big massive mess. And yeah, a bunch of these limbs here I think are gonna have to get rigged because that ash branch there is gonna get hammered. I mean, it's gonna snap eventually anyways, but I guess I should probably try and save it. But yeah, maybe the best thing for me to do is just I'll take the freestanding ones on this side. I'll go up a little bit. I don't want to imbalance the top of it in case you or Dave want to send the head that way. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll drop down and I'll take a bunch of limbs on the bottom half of this guy here and kind of see how high the mess is, I guess, and then go from there. So maybe leave a little bit of fun for you guys tomorrow, eh? Hey, you know what, Mikey? Hold off on that for 1 sec. I'll take these ones up here. I'll take like 1, 2. Take a couple of those with the 500, and then I'll shoot down. And yeah, then I'll swap it off. Then I think I might do that. I might take that bottom lead with the 500. Yeah. Yeah, these gloves, man, are they were good for a while, but they're already, these are brand new, and they're already like peeling off. What the hell? They only have one job. Yeah, well, once that coating's off of them, man, forget it. All bets are off. It's like the first, I don't know, like I had like 3 or 4 pairs of these beforehand, and they were great. I'm using them, ever since they started getting them. And I put the first pair on. I was like, oh, dude, these are mint. They're nice and like thin. So it's like, it's like a second pair of skin almost. But the last batch that they got, I don't know what the deal is, but they've just been shredding so easily. Yeah, it is. Yeah, ones that you can climb on, especially. Like, I count on one hand the amount of gloves I can climb on, and they're actually pretty decent. Actually make my life easier. But that's just because I got soft hands. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Little bit of a barbecuer. Nah, she good. She's all good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really glad Dave's saw is sharp. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks, bro. Beautiful. Let me know when you're all clear, mate. Take your time, no rush. Very nice. Not fast enough. Yeesh. You know, you'd think I'd learn. It's like a poor man's speed line, you see that? It's like grinding the rail. Yeah, I totally did that on purpose. Yeah. All right, bro, I'm gonna send this one towards you. Like a glove. landing. Ah. Woo. Nice. What do you think, Mikey? Come on down, take lunch, spend the rest of the day cleaning up. Figure by the time I get over here and set up the rigging and everything like that, you guys will end up starting tomorrow with a pretty big mess on the ground. Maybe it's just preference. I prefer to start with a clean slate. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute, eh? So I don't know if I'm actually with you guys tomorrow or not, so maybe I'll just leave my throw line up here for Dave or whoever. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll leave this as a tie-in point for him. This got a little bit of a lean. I'm sure he'll be fine, but or you or whoever. But yeah, I don't like dropping logs on brush either. It's another pet peeve of mine. You kind of get old and crotchety as you've been doing it too long, you know. You got all these little preferences and stuff like that you got, you know. Yeah. Where's that? This one here? Are you talking about this lead? Yeah. On the other side. Where I am? Yeah, I think that's just cracks in the bark. Yeah, this guy here. yeah. No, you ain't gotta tell me that, man. I get it. It's got some. I think this stuff here is like some of the remnants, I should say, but yeah, might not be the worst idea. Like if you put a pulley at the base of where the other chunk broke off on the back side of the sleeve. You see that big rot over there? Yeah, like another pulley there, pulley up to the top, and then it's really just the stuff that's going that way, and all your, it's just that stupid ash limb, honestly. Dude, it would almost make sense just to go over and lop that off, honestly. No, it would almost be better if we just went in there and cut it off and, you know, try to preserve the ash a bit. Yeah, it's got a little rot up there. Yeah, there's heaps of dead on that thing. It looks like it's been cut before. There's an old pruning cut. I'm gonna take some of these epis off just to make it easier for you guys when you make your way up here. Gotta think of the next climber. Still recording? Oh yeah, I am. Well, now I gotta clean up all this nonsense. Clean your room, Jason. Alright, keep this rope out the way. Put him over here. So the digger doesn't catch him. All right, then lunchtime. Dude, it's funny. It's been a while since I climbed with a 500, and I'm like just feeling heavy and fat and slow and tired. And I put the 201 on, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm light as a feather now. I run up this thing, man. Maybe I'm not as out of shape as I thought. Jeez. Or maybe I really am. I'm just trying to make myself feel better. Oh, I can't hear you, mate. Oh, it's ugly. Time to clean up the mess. Yow. guys, so we're all done for the day. That's what's left standing, and we were able to get a decent amount of it cleaned up. Those are our piles of mulch over there. Got a little bit of wood off to the side here, but yeah, so it was we were going really well there for a little bit, and had a really good flow, and then all of a sudden it started to rain, and I look at the digger and realize it's not rain, it's a hydraulic leak, and it's shooting straight up into the air. One of the hoses on the top of the knuckle just wore out, and had a jet stream going straight up. It's falling behind me in this poison mist. It was pretty gross. So the mechanic had to come and fix it, so we weren't able to get done. We probably would have gotten all that brush chipped. All this would have been done, and we probably would have had a bit better of a cleanup, but we had to fix the digger, wait for a mechanic. He didn't have the right parts. It was a whole thing and whatnot. I don't think I'm going to be back on this job tomorrow, but that was a fun climb. But I don't know if you can see it or not, but I actually left my throw line up in that top high point there just for the next guy that's got to climb this tomorrow and do a bunch of stuff. But yeah, we left the site a little cleaner, and yeah, it was a good day. Not too bad. Didn't get to finish it, but don't always get to. It's all good. But got the climb and have a good time doing it. Happy days.